We tell stories at Milwaukee PBS. Here's one you may have missed.
Our own John McGivern spent some time at Fort McCoy recently, working on a new episode of Around the Corner, and had a conversation about what really goes on there.
We are inside Fort McCoy. My World War II Army veteran father would be so happy that we're visiting here today.
Welcome to Fort McCoy, Wisconsin. This is the best kept secret in the Army.
Fort McCoy is responsible for the training readiness of any of our Army forces. We want to make sure that the infrastructure that the soldiers have the ability to train on is realistic and it's challenging and it can replicate what they might see in combat. Not duplicate, but might replicate. Let's go walk with John. We have over here an engineer unit. They do vertical construction. This is part of what their unit mission is to be able to build facilities when they go to theater.
So these are reservists?
They are. They're all Army reservists.
This is what we call a transient training base.
So at any given one time, we've had as high as 18,000 soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines on the fort at any one time, and that was over a week-long period.
How many people are here full-time? How many on staff?
So we have about 2,200 Army Civilian Corps.
Okay.
Full-time civil servants.
Wow.
And we can accommodate all kinds of training, from your life-saving, life-supporting functions to the combat functions.
So if I use a good Army acronym, it's called the MSTC, the Medical Simulation Training Center. So this is a village that they use to turn around and train medics here. So we'll head on down here to one of the training rooms. Well, we now have mannequins that these medics can use.
What we have here is a patient who suffered significant trauma that is unresponsive.
And you then can program the pulse?
We can simulate somebody in shock or not in shock with increasing the pulse rate, the respiratory rate.
Those are induced by the tablet, and the mannequins will yell and scream from the pain.
It's as realistic as you can possibly make it with these mannequins.
Technology allows a lot of it to evolve.
It's wild to see the movement and to see the blood and to see the leg and the breathing.
The medics have to respond. If they don't respond correctly, the patient dies. And they can be brought back to life to retrain again, but you've taken some time and you learn some lessons from it.
Right.
What should you do better? Then they turn around and rerun it again.
Who's this?
Oh, this is Noelle.
Noelle.
She is designed to simulate giving birth.
That's the premature baby that's born.
Through the computer system, the baby will breathe, the baby will cry, and simulate an actual baby that was just born with complications.
Yeah.
So.
And she gives birth like every 9 months? Is that what happens? Well, this is what Brad said, 6 times a day.
She gives birth on command.
Is that right?
That's right.
So what we have here is 4 simulators. They're all in separate rooms. However, they're all tethered together and linked together inside the theater capability.
Yeah, all the way around.
This is where you get your crew starting to work together. So it's no longer an individual, but you're bringing them together as a team.
There's an explosion right ahead of us.
So each of the crews inside will see the other 3 vehicles as an avatar vehicle that's driving around.
They're all part of one experience.
They are, one experience.
So there's 4 jobs right here, and they've asked me what job I want. I want to be the driver.
When someone starts driving and moving the vehicle, we can bring in bad guys, bad trucks, bad helicopters, enemies. Scenery will change with the movement. The commander of the vehicle, who commands the entire vehicle and tries to call up a report, tell somebody higher what's going on, call for help. If someone's hurt, he may have to call in for a medevac. The driver always stays with the vehicle if he's got to move it quickly.
I can drive.
Okay. Yeah, and you can drive. If you can drive fast, you might be able to.
Oh, I'm a good. People will be like, give them the car. You should be very scared, is what you should be right now. Let's go!
This commemorative area, which includes the buildings, is 11 acres. Very rich history. We have a lot of World War II buildings here still that our soldiers live and train in.
And how many pieces of equipment?
There are 73 pieces of equipment here in our commemorative area.
Okay, my favorite. It's the M1 Abrams combat tank. 70 tons of twisted steel and sex appeal. Yeah. No, that's what I was told.
These vehicles stay out in the winter elements, and then once everything thaws out, look how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
They do a good job painting them.
But there's winter training here.
There is winter training. We
Right.
have the cold weather operations course.
where they learn to use snowshoes, they learn to ski, they learn to put up a tent out in the cold.
And it's not just how to survive in cold weather, it's about operating in cold weather environment.
They come here in the winter and you say, let's train outside.
Right. Train as you fight.
Nice guy you are. I'd be like, come on, do I have to? But they need to be trained in that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We
Do you
start-
feel trained now that you've lived here a bit?
I do, and we have the right gear. It took 9 years, but I now know what to buy for the soldiers to use.
As the son of a World War II veteran, Army, I want to thank you for your service. And
Thank
thanks
you.
for the time today.
Thank you for coming to
Good
Fort
job.
McCoy.
Thank you.
Watch 1036 on Milwaukee PBS and watch online at milwaukeepbs.org.